7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So hey everyone, I'm going to show you my grooming shop. I've gotten a couple of requests about just showing you kind of where I do my grooming and what tools I have, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm just going to show you around my grooming shop, and hopefully it can let you guys know a little bit more about tools that I use, what you can pick up for grooming, and what you can use them for, that kind of stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so my grooming shop is downstairs. It's in the basement, and so we just go down the stairs there and we come into this room, and it's got a whole bunch of cupboards that were previously used for the kitchen, and instead of throwing them out, we just installed them down here. That's where Aspen does her sleeping, her snoozing. And yeah, I usually just use this side of the room just because I don't have a lot of stuff, so yeah, just use this side. So underneath right here, I have just got some basic cleaning stuff. So I've got like deodorant spray and urine remover and bleach, and then I've got my big tub of dog shampoo that I dilute, and that's basically all that I keep under there. Moving on to the top. So if you guys notice the flashing, it's because I've got industrial lighting in here. So you can see all of that. That's why it's flashing. And it's a pain in the butt for filming, but we will make do. Oh, there we go. It's gonna work? Yes, okay. So here we've got a line of things. I just use some hooks to hold up my brushes. So I've got just a regular slicker brush right here that I use, Furminator, some goggles, because when you blow dry your animal, the worst thing is to get hair stuck in your eyes, and just a regular kind of comb brush. I don't know what it's called, and just regular clippers and guillotine clippers right here. Got some paper towels, because anytime you're working with an animal, you can have accidents. And some little eye wipes. We've got some treats right here, and some Q-tips and cotton balls. Moving on to the main section, we've got my Moser that's always plugged in. It's got some oil to help lubricate, extra battery, and a little brush to get rid of some of the hairs, stuff like that. Gloves, perfect for if you're doing anal glands. You don't want to do it without gloves. So that's what I use that for. And my ear cleaner that I use on her. So that's that. In the cupboard up above here, I've just got some extra towels in there. I've got a couple of bowls just in case for water if my dog seems dehydrated, or if I'm doing a friend's dog and they seem dehydrated. Some bows, of course, just for fun. And then up here we've got just some waterless shampoo. It's for cats. Sometimes I'll groom cats and I'll use that instead of doing a bath. Some hydrogen peroxide. Always need that in case something happens. Extra cotton balls and some muzzles. I have never used them, so they're sitting up there for no reason. But anyways, that's kind of my storage cupboard right there. Okay, and now move into the drawer. So this is my main drawer that I use for grooming. It's got my clipper, my sturdy pair of clippers, and an extra leash just in case. And then it's got a couple of compartments that I keep most of my grooming tools in. So the first compartment is just a place that I keep all of my extensions in, so things that you can attach to the clipper blade to make the hair cut a bit longer. So I keep those in there. I don't really use these very much, but they usually come with clippers, so I keep them just in case. So this next thing is awesome. You can open it up here. There we go. And there we go. Unfortunately, the zipper kind of broke, but hey, it still works. Okay, so I've got all of my clippers here. I've got my blades. So I think I have like 3 number 10 blades. I've got, that's another number 10 as well, but like a number 5, and I have a number 4 as well. So those are the main ones that I've got in there. Close that up. This is hard with one hand. Okay, there we go. So those keep those separate and sharp. And then I've got a toothbrush. This is one of the tricks that the groomer that I used to apprentice under taught me. This is perfect for taking out all of the hairs in between the bristles, or in between the little teeth in a clipper blade. So you just brush it out when you're done and it cleans your blade really nicely. So that's what I use that for. I also have a pair of tweezers. These are special tick removing tweezers. So in case I were to run into a tick at all, Aspen's always on prevention, so that has never been used, but it's good to have just in case. I've got a nail file for getting rid of sharp edges on nails, a flea comb to check her for fleas, and this is basically just like a, I don't really know what you would call it, but like a toothed serrated edge comb. It's for mat removal, so you can break up mats with this. I hardly use it either though, because I normally use thinning shears for mats. And then here's my scissors. So I've got 2 different pairs of scissors that I use. I usually go with the Conair Pro. These are really good. And my thinning shears. I always recommend anyone that has an animal that has thick hair to get thinning shears. They're awesome for breaking up mats, and they basically do the job of kind of scissors in cutting out a mat, but it breaks it up so that it looks natural. So that is that. And then I've got my comb in here as well. So that's what I keep in here. This is my main go-to thing for grooming. It's got basically everything that I need in there. All right, now we're going to move on. So I showed you this one. Go in here, and it's basically got just extra power cords, the boxes that my clippers came in, some extra oil, lubricant, and some poop bags, just in case if there were to be an accident on the floor. So that's that. And then we move on here. This is my blow dryer. It's basically a dog blow dryer. I don't use it very often. I use it if I'm grooming other animals. Aspen hates the blow dryer. No matter what I tried, she didn't like it. So we're not doing that with her, but it is helpful for fluffing dogs. It gives a really nice finish when you're grooming. And, okay, let's see here. So the next thing that I've got is my grooming table. So there it is. There's the chair that I use for grooming. So this table is just a basic table. It's the cheapest table I could find. It doesn't have any ability to lower down. It's just a normal table. It works for me though. I didn't need anything like that. I'm young. I don't have any back problems or anything, so it's perfectly fine. And yeah. And then we've got the floor ripped out because we actually had a leak in there. Rainwater was coming into our house, so we had to open up the wall and fix it and tear out some of the floor. So that's been sitting there for like a year, but I mean, it's life, right? Of course, garbage can and a broom. And then a little crate just in case I am doing a friend's animal. I always wash that, but it just keeps them safe while I'm cleaning up or doing something else. So yeah, that's basically my grooming shop. I mean, it's pretty simple. I realize that not everyone is going to have access to all of these things, but it gives you an idea on the tools that I use and what I have. I'm really lucky because I used to groom, and so I have all of these things from my business previously. But yeah, it's really helpful to invest in some grooming items and really learn how to do it yourself. Grooming is not all that hard. It is something that everyone can do if they get the hang of it. And getting your dog started really, really early is always a great thing. I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. See you later. Bye!